What's up, everyone? This is Tech Trooper 64, and today we have another Nintendo NX rumor video. Yeah, I know I'm doing these a lot, but what can I say? A lot of rumors just popped up automatically, so yeah. This one, though, comes from a very reliable source. Now, in the last video, I did actually comment saying that Emily Rogers, this comes from Emily Rogers, by the way, if people have been following the whole NX leak craze, right, and the rumors craze, if you want to call them that, Emily Rogers has been the most reliable, most nicest, most logical person of all, I gotta say. And she has a new rumor, and she has her own WordPress pages, and she leaks them through that, and I really like that. So I'm going to read to you what's exactly on her page. I'm reading it verbatim, what's on her page. So let's get into this. On April 4th, 2016, there was a Reddit rumor claiming that the Nintendo NX was using x86 architecture. I think I was actually making a video on that. Reddit's moderators verified the post, and they gave this rumor some legitimacy. And the rumor just kind of says it runs on x86 architecture. You can back up data to the Nintendo server. You can support for an additional screen. Can handle ports of current gen games, and will be able to interact with smart device apps. And using NX hardware software, will unblock my Nintendo reward points. And then here's what she says in response to it. After speaking to several different people this week, I can say with confidence that this is false. NX is not using x86 architecture like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The Nintendo NX has special custom-made chips, and the overall design of the hardware is very modern. The chips are industry-leading because they are very modern chips. But having modern chips doesn't necessarily mean Nintendo is aiming to create the most powerful hardware on the market. Furthermore, any Nintendo NX rumors that says Polaris chips or Polaris architecture are all wacky. There's a good reason why those rumors are wacky. In terms of raw power, numerous sources tell me the NX is much closer to Xbox One than PlayStation 4. Even that might be stretching it a tiny bit. Anyone who's claiming that the NX is 2 times more powerful than the PS4's GPU is being misled by their sources. Based on what I've heard, I don't believe the NX will compete directly with PlayStation 4 Neo or PS4K in raw power. There will be plenty of debate over the NX's specs because it's not simple directly comparing to Apple's with x86 architecture to an Orange that doesn't use x86 architecture. But everything I've heard so far indicates that the NX isn't going to blow away any of the consoles on the market today, except for, of course, the Wii U. Okay, so let's talk about some points that were talked about here in her article, and I like it a lot. Like, she is amazing at what she does. So, again, I'll leave a link to her Twitter in the description below. I recommend you go follow her on Twitter. She's amazing. So yeah, after speaking to 7 different people, she says, she confirms that it's not running on x86 architecture. Okay. Does this mean that the NX is not as powerful as the Xbox One / PS4? No. It's just using a different architecture. Now, will it be an architecture that developers are used to and easy to develop for? Only time will tell. We don't know yet. But custom-made chipsets that are industry-leading. There's something weird about that. It's kind of like a contradiction. It's like, oh yeah, these chips are super powerful, or not maybe super powerful, like they're on the top of all the chips ever, and they're industry leading, but they're not as powerful as PS4 and Xbox One's chips. That's just one thing that's confusing. Now, when she talks about the raw power, she says, in terms of raw power, numerous sources tell me that the NX is much closer to Xbox One than PlayStation 4. Okay, so what's interesting about that statement is that means we're looking to see, this means 2 good things, okay? 2 very good things. 1, that means the NX is capable of running games that are on Xbox One and PS4. Like, the Wii U was an Xbox 360. Let's not lie. In terms of specs, it was pretty much an Xbox 360, but a more beefier Xbox 360. And, you know, when you look at games like Assassin's Creed Unity, you'd say, like, oh my god, there's no way they could get that running on Wii U. But, like, now that we know at least that the NX is close to the power of an Xbox One, that puts them in that cloud that bubble of powerful enough to get the same games that Xbox One and PS4 is getting. And this whole thing about a new Xbox One or a new PS4 coming is great. That's great news for the NX, because when you think about it, that means that Nintendo can still compete with their competitors and, still be, like, in a manner of speaking, they're still tied with their competitors. They're catching up, and then they will catch up and they'll be tied, because maybe they won't be as powerful as the new versions of their consoles. But if Sony and Microsoft are truly not trying to separate their install base they already have by making newer consoles, then I think the NX has a chance to actually compete against the PS4 and Xbox One. And I mean the normal PS4 and Xbox One, not the PS4K, not the Xbox One 2.0. I mean the original ones. Only time will tell, of course, but I think the NX has a chance to make a complete turnaround for Nintendo. That's just my opinion. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the NX. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this rumor of Emily Rogers. And again, I strongly recommend you go follow her on Twitter. She's an amazing, amazing person. There's just one little thing I want to add. When she says it's directly comparing two apples with an orange, comparing two consoles that use the same architecture against one console that doesn't use the same architecture, what that makes me think, and it just came out in my head, what that makes me think is the NX is a powerful console. It's a good, very, very powerful console. But it's not powerful enough to power against the likes of the PS4 Neo or the PS4K in terms of power. That's what I think. But, some games might react differently and other games might react well. Again, only time will tell, and this is my own speculation, but that's what I think. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.